Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
Do you need the best designs in your fleet of vehicles? There's only one brand name that many trust in. One that makes every car pop out from the rest of the field, and that is Lightning Wraps. Be sure to check us out on Facebook at Lightning Wraps. Get yourself a vehicle unlike the rest. Lightning Wraps, the most affordable designs made at your leisure.
Mission 22 is dedicated to unite the country in the war against veteran suicide. Bringing our veterans home is every American's job. Ambassadors are creating impact in their community across the country. Mission 22 has comprehensive treatment programs for post-traumatic stress and traumatic brain injury at no cost to veterans. This is an American issue. No matter where you stand, there's a place for your support. Visit mission22.com to learn more.
Let's see. All right, so that's working out. Now let's scroll down here to the monitor, and that seems to be working there as well. Let's see here what we got going on for this. Good. Not quite good. Let's see here. This needs switched to this. No. This here needs switched to. Now we're all good to go. Everybody can hear me okay? I'm hoping as we get set to roll here this evening for the Genesis Aviation Cup, or I'm sorry, no, the Gains Fitness 100 here with the Lightning Esports Truck Series. As it looks like we're still got about 15 seconds left of practice. Chris Littrow out there on track. Sorry about that. Chris Littrell out here on track, currently putting down a couple more laps here for practice as practice winds down. 3, 2, 1, and the flag waves here in the practice session tonight at Richmond. Go ahead and take a quick look at the weather and race forecast for tonight. Right as we get into qualifying, we got here. Oh, nope, that's the wrong date. Let's see here. Today's date, that is November something here. November 7th. As we're looking here at the track weather for tonight, we have it is 78 degrees Fahrenheit, 45% humidity, partly cloudy, 2-mile-per-hour winds. And what we have here, track temperature is at 78 degrees at the moment. Driver are taken to the track for their qualifying time. See if we can find somebody out on track. There we go. We got Chantel Pottle out there in that number 5 machine. Round corner number 1 we go. Back out onto the backstretch. Getting a little loose. Oh no, up into the outside wall. That's going to cause a no time for that lap. Justin Reynolds did put down a decent time here in the 54. Or I'm sorry, not the 54, in the 94. Justin Reynolds out there onto the backstretch. Now coming around to put down a decent lap time there to start with a 21.919. Sean Burke there with a 22.196 in that number 93 machine. And Reynolds with a 21.836 there for his second lap. Chris Littrell out on track now in at number 00. We head on down here into corner number 3 and 4. We see here, this is the Gaines Fitness 100 here. As he brings it out of corner number 4, not liking something there. As he brings it back to pit road, going to try to get a better start or something here. There he comes out. Here through turn number 1 and 2. Oh, I'm sorry, no, 3 and 4 coming around to the green flag. Down here in the corner number 1 and 2. Now, Chantel Pottle with a 22.011. Qualifies her in second at the moment as we got Littrell coming down off of corner number 2. Back down here into corner number 3. Going to try to hold it together as he comes off of 4. Back around to the front stretch. Pretty good time there for Littrell. Let's see what his time rolls in at. It is at 22.173. And he now comes off of corner number 2. Once again, down the backstretch. Got about an average time there for sector 1, as we see down there on the bottom of your screen. Brings it around, and he's going to call it done as he brings it down here onto the front stretch apron. And he'll have a time of 22.173. We got about a minute and a half left of qualifying to go. We want to welcome everybody once again to the Flieger Farm TV here tonight with On the Pole, where you got here from Richmond. Littrell not really having the time that he needs. Out here just running some laps, trying to get a feel for this track. So qualifying now done as we head on to the race. See where our grid comes up here. We got Justin Reynolds out there on front with Chantel Paulo there in second. Chris Litroll there third with Sean Burke there fourth. William Widgway starting tonight in fifth inside row number 3. Outside of him is in sixth is going to be Robert Warnez in seventh tonight. Dennis Warnez, and out on his outside is Thomas Ridgway. And in ninth tonight, that's going to be Chris Schosler. So that is your starting grid here for the night. For the GainZ Fitness 100. As the grid's getting gridded up here, getting ready to pull out of pit road. If we can just get the, oh, there we go. Okay, so they're lining them up on the front stretch here, right underneath the flagman. We got 100 laps here for Richmond. There we go. Everybody is on the grid. As we get set to roll here with the Truck Series from the Lightning Esports League. Everybody down and away. Lights are out on the pace machine. Down through 1 and 2, lights are out. We are going to be going green flag racing next time by. There you see Chris Litroll down there on the inside. Second truck back on the bottom side of the racetrack, right there behind the 94 of Reynolds. His outside, that's the, I'm sorry, Sean, oh no, I'm right, okay. Sean Burke outside of him, out there on the outside. We just came through 1 and 2, heading back down here into 3 and 4. Everybody bunched up, everybody ready to go here from Richmond. Pace car pulls off, and away we go. Green flag in the air. Justin Reynolds out there to a great start off the bottom side of the racetrack. Brings along with them Chris Litroll as he battles side by side with Chantel Paulo out there in second. Litroll not giving up much there on the bottom side. Going to have to give up a little bit as they head down here into corner number 3 and 4, back around here onto the front straightaway. Everybody's going to go single files. We're on board there with Sean Burke down here in the corner number 1 and 2 once again as we head out onto the backstretch. Getting a little loose there out of Paulo as she comes down there into corner number 1 and 2. There you're looking at William Ridgway in that number 39 machine right behind the 90 of Dennis Warnez, as Warnez is creeping up there trying to get onto the bumper there of the 93 of Sean Burke. And he does so, looking to the inside of Burke now as he heads there into corner number 3 and 4. Back around here onto that front stretch. Oh no, sorry, I did get looped around. Back here onto the back stretch once again. And why did I not turn my ticker on? There we go. Now we're back up here. Lap 4 now of 100 on the board. We head down here into corner number 1 and 2. Reynolds out front with Paulo there in second. We've got Litroll there in third. Dennis Warnez there in fourth with Sean Burke in fifth. But he's got company there from William Ridgway in that number 39 as they roll down here into corner number 3 and 4, back around onto the front stretch. As Dennis is trying to get up there and battle for that 4th spot. As you see there, William Ridgway in that 39 is trying to get up there and battle for 5th. Nobody's really made too big of a move except for Dennis Warnez, who is up 3 positions from where we started. A lot of drivers have lost one. William Ridgway is up, is there in 6th. Who's winning? Currently, it is Justin Reynolds here, as he is out front. And that number 94 machine right behind him is Paulo. This is iRacing here. It is the online simulator of iRacing. The league here tonight that we're presenting you is the Lightning Esports. So glad you can come check us out here at On the Pole. This is a live race right now between these drivers of Justin Reynolds out there in front, Chantel Paulo there 2nd. You got Dennis Warnez there 3rd, Chris Littroll there, and 4th was Sean Burke in 5th in that number 93. William Ridgway in that number 39 sitting there in 6th, trying to get up there to Sean Burke and battle his way up there toward the front. As Chantel Paulo looking to see about maybe battling for the lead now. She's got a pretty decent run there here at lap number 9. Down the backstretch, no-go getting loose. Down there on the inside, going to try to gather it up down here into corner number 3. Going to lose a little bit of momentum down there into corner number 3 as she got that truck loose and out onto the front stretch. Are you looking for the money race for the Roughneck? Day One Panthers, yes, Xfinity. We do have the Roughneck Xfinity Series tomorrow night. But we also have Roughneck. We have a Roughneck money race here tonight as well. That race will kick off at 9:30. We got this race going on right now here for the Lightning Esports down here in the corner number 1. So we got Xfinity tomorrow night. Then we have Cup Cars on, well, no, we do not have the Cup Cars Wednesday as they finished their league last week. Unfortunately, that did not go off as we had issues there with not enough cars for the car count. Well, I don't, which Cup Series you looking there for there, Panthers? Do you know the league name? We head down here off of the back, off of turn 2 down the backstretch. Still Reynolds out there on the lead. Chantel Paulo there in 2nd. Here we're on board with Ridgways. He's still trying to get up there to Burke. They head down here into corner number 1 again. Justin Reynolds there out front. Chantel Paulo still battling there in that 2nd spot. We're looking back here at the battle raging back here toward the back of the pack go between Robert Warnez and Chris Schosler. Thank you there, Panthers, as we continue here as we head off of 2 down here, or I'm sorry, off of 4 back across the front straightaway on board here with Robert Warnez. Now as we head down here into corner number 1 and 2, out onto the backstretch. Reynolds still holds on to that lead here at lap number 15, but got a mireful of Chantel Paulo as they head down here into corner number 1 again. We saw Paulo really try to make a run there a couple laps ago, but unfortunately got loose coming out of turn number 2. Ended up sideways, ended up putting that truck down there toward the bottom barrier, but collected it back up now into that upper barrier as she comes rolling down here through 3 and 4. Front to back, it's still Justin Reynolds out there in front. Paulo there's trying to chase him down. Dennis Warnez sitting comfortably there 3rd, with Chris Littroll back here in 4th. Pretty comfortable there as well, as now William Ridgway's got pressure from Sean Burke, as Sean Burke's got pressure there from Robert Warnez and Chris Schostler as they head on down the backstretch once again. Round 3 and 4, back out onto the front stretch. Justin Reynolds out there in front. What a great job here by that 94 machine. as Paul once again skating it off of turn number 2 down here into corner number 3. Up turn number 4, back up here across the stripe. Paulo sitting there in second still. Dennis Warnez there in third, with Chris Littrell there fourth. William Ridgway in fifth. Sean Burke there sixth with Robert Warnez seventh. Chris Schosler there in eighth with Thomas Ridgway in ninth. We're on board with Thomas Ridgway as he comes down here into corner number 3 and 4. Seems to be struggling a little bit tonight here in the trucks as he comes around Richmond here tonight. And that number 4 machine. Dustin Reynolds out front there in that number 1. We got they're in that first position, I should say, in the number 94 machine. Paul still trying to chase him down there in that Sim Racing for You number 5 machine. Now we head down here in the corner number 3, or corner number 1 and 2. Dang, I get turned around here so easily. Maybe do this, that might help me out a little bit. Putting up a little bit of a track map up there in the top right corner. That'll help me out as well as you viewers out there looking to see where your drivers are at. Up there in the top right corner, those are the league sponsors. So the league sponsors of being Lightning Wraps, Sim Labs, VBR Racing, Genesis, Virtual Reality, Mission 22, GainZFit, which is your race sponsor here for tonight. We're here on lap number 25 down the backstretch. Reynolds still out there in front. With Paulo trying to chase him down. William Ridgway now trying to chase down that 00 of Chris Littrell. Mostly a field of Chevrolets here tonight, as we got them here. As we got one lonely Ford, which is we're looking at right now, which is William Ridgway there in that number 39. And Chris Schosler in the lone Toyota here, as Ridgway's looking to the inside of Littrell as they head down here into corner number 1 and 2. On board there with Chris Littrell now on the outside there as Ridgway gets along on the inside. Down here in the corner number 3 and 4 they go. Off in the turn, off onto the backstretch. As battle heats up there for that 5th through 7th position. As you're looking there now, got the 95 of Robert Warnez going to the inside of Littrell. And Littrell stays up there on the higher groove as they go around here on 1 and 2. And oh no, we got Warnez up there into the outside fences. He got around Littrell. Keeps it straight though. And that's the one thing with short track racing. A little bit of damage isn't going to hurt too much. As they head down here through the front straightaway back there on to turn number 1 and 2. You got the 95 of Robert Warnez there. We're on lap number 30, or working on lap number 30. As Reynolds is currently coming here through 3 and 4. Going to make it lap number 31 on the board as he heads down there in the corner number 1 and 2. We've got Dennis Warnez getting around Chantel Paulo there for second. Ridgway now going to try to close in the gap on Paulo to get up there into the podium position of third. As we head on down here into the backstretch. Justin Reynolds still out there in front, leading the race in that number 94 with Dennis Warnez there in second in the number 90. The number 5 of Chantel Pottle sitting there third with William Ridgway, and at number 39 sitting there in fourth. Our biggest mover of the race here tonight so far is going to be that number 90 of Dennis Warnez, up 5 positions from where he started tonight. Now we come off corner number 4 and back around to the front stretch. These drivers were a little bit closer together. I think we might have been able to coax our groundhog from heated up to come out here and show us some great heated up segments here tonight, but they're just a little bit farther apart. I mean, if you viewers are looking forward to seeing the groundhog heated up here tonight, just let us know in the comments. We'll see if we can coax him out of hiding here tonight. As Ridgway down underneath of Pottle now as he takes that third spot away from Pottle, as Pottle is up there along that high side, along with that 95 of Robert Warnez. Robert Warnez now gets underneath Pottle as she falls back 2 positions there, and it looks like Pottle may be looking to come to pit lane this lap here at lap number 35 to try to get some, oh no, and she skids it around into that inside wall there on pit road, and then into the outside wall, trying to get that truck spun around there, and we'll tow it back to the pit. Tough break there for Pottle as she will go at least 1, maybe 2 laps down here, if not more, for the mistake there at the front of pit road. Lap number 36 on the board. Reynolds, Justin Reynolds still out front. Looks like he may be thinking about, nope. Thought maybe he was going to think about pit road, but maybe not. We come around here onto the front stretch. This pit road here at Richmond is not the easiest to get onto. You got to almost prepare for it at the entrance of 3 to know, okay, I'm pitting this lap, so you're ready when you come out through that corner to dip down there to get into the pit lane there, as it does come up pretty quickly. And if you're not paying attention enough, I've seen quite a few drivers take the barriers out right at the entrance of pit road because they didn't get the car slowed down and turned tight enough to get into the pit lane. Give me 1 moment. I'll be right back. All right, back down here on lap number 40. Reynolds out front still, leading the race. Oh no, Pottles ended up getting DQ'd. Didn't realize had a meatball flag. So tough break there for Pottles as her night is now done. And the meatballs, they'll sneak up on you, and they're not always easiest to see. Sorry to hear that, Pottle. Hopefully you'll be able to bring it back next week and show them what you really got. I mean, you had a great running truck up there in second for the longest time here tonight. We head on here into corner number 3 and 4. As Dennis Warnez, looks like Thomas Ridgway took it to pit road as well. Pitted at lap number 38. Now he's back out here a lap down, or 2. Yeah, 2 laps down there in 8th. Pottles, like we said, got DQ'd for a meatball flag that was unserved. Down here in the corner number 1 and 2, or 3 and 4 rather, Has the 94 of Reynolds still there out front. You got Dennis Warnez there in second. William Ridgway third. Robert Warnez there fourth. All heading around the racetrack right now, working off of corner number 1 and 2. You got the 4 and 61. That's Chris Schosler and Thomas Ridgway coming down there into corner number 1 right now. We head on down through the back stretch and on back onto the front stretch there with the front runners. You got the 94 of Justin Reynolds, Dennis Warnez there in second, William Ridgway there third, Robert Warnez there fourth, Chris Littrell there in fifth, with Sean Burke sixth, Chris Schosler there in seventh, and the lap truck 2 laps down, Thomas Ridgway running around there in eighth. As the battle heats up there for the front, as the 90 of Dennis Warnez. Dennis Warnez now down there looking to see if he can get around Reynolds as he is there at the bumper. Looking to the inside down here into corner number 3 and 4. Warnez has a run. Can he get around Reynolds as they work off of 4 back around to the front stretch? Warnez down there along that yellow line down into corner number 1 cannot get the run. Going to try to hold that momentum up as high as he can as he works there off of 1 and 2 back onto the back stretch here at lap number 48. Down here into 3 and 4. As they head along here, Dennis Warnez there second, Justin Reynolds out there in first. As they head on down through corner number 1 and 2. William Ridgway slowly closing in now as he's up there to third. They got Robert Warnez there in fourth. Curious to see what the fuel strategy and tire strategy game is here tonight as we're slowly creeping in on halfway here tonight. Justin Reynolds out front. William Ridgway there in second. Robert Warnez there in third. Dennis Warnez fourth, who's currently on pit road. As he heads down here on the pit road to get service done. Chris Schosler, we missed him coming to pit road. He pitted lap number 47. We are now over halfway. Justin Reynolds now pulls in. Here comes the 95 of Robert Warnez. William Ridgway stays out. He's going to come across the stripe. He's going to take that lead off of him for lap number 52 as he rolls around onto the backstretch. I think he's going to possibly come into pit road this time. It may not be the best for him to hang out there much longer as Sean Burke is also coming down. Sean Burke also stayed out. Currently behind some lap traffic. William Ridgway is in. Sean Burke is coming in as well. And there comes the number 90 off of pit road. Dennis Warnez coming around the stripe. He's going to end up down here in turn number 1 and slowly take over here, possibly. Got to try to catch up here to William Ridgway and Sean Burke as he heads down there in the corner number 3 and 4. Off of 4 down here in the corner number 1. The 39 of William Ridgway coming back out on track. How quickly can he get that 39 up to speed as he gets it up there to the top lane? He's getting in behind Dennis Warnez as they work there through 3 and 4. So Dennis Warnez William Ridgway not in a bad position here as they come down here in the corner number 1 and 2. Did a great pit stop, got in there, got out, sitting here second, right behind the leader of Dennis Warnez. Robert Warnez sitting here in third. So William Ridgway splitting the 2 Warnez drivers as they head down here off of turn number 4, back around onto the front straightaway. Robert up there against that outside barrier. William Ridgway still trying to get up there to Dennis Warnez as they head there off of 2. And with this being halfway, I would assume these drivers can make it the rest of the way here from lap number 55 forward. As Ridgway pitted at lap 51. Dennis Warnez is shown pitted at lap number 50. Sean Burke pitting at lap number 52 is what we're showing. And William Ridgway possibly pitted lap 52 as well, if I'm looking at stats correctly. As they head down here off the back stretch, in the corner 3 and 4 crossed onto the front stretch. William Ridgway now right there with Dennis Warnez as they head down here into corner number 1 and 2. It's interesting seeing the different lines as the drivers run here down the front stretch into corner number 1. Dennis Warnez out there in front. You got William Ridgway there second, all battling very hard as they're coming up on the lap traffic of that 4 machine of Thomas Ridgway. As Ridgway could end up being at jeopardy of going a lap down. And right in front of him is that number 94 of Justin Reynolds. And you can see the leaders back here towards the back. As Dennis Warnez and William Ridgway are working there through turns 3 and 4, back around to the front stretch here at lap number 58, now 59 on the board. William Ridgway still trying to gain that front position. Can he use one of these lap traffic cars as a pick? Sean Burke crashed. We'll take a look at this. So unsure what happened here with Sean Burke. We'll take a look at it here. They head down on to the, coming around here off of 2, and he just wipes it out down the backstretch and into that lower barrier and is down there on the inside apron. He is off the racing surface, so that is kind of what helped him there, keeping it green. As look, you saw there, Warnez going around lap traffic. William Ridgway as well, and he stays right there on the bumper of Dennis Warnez as they come off a corner. But that Ford machine of Thomas Ridgway now posing a tiny problem there for Robert Warnez as they come there through 3 and 4. Going to shoot up there to the top side of the racetrack. Going to let Robert Warnez around as they come there off of 4. Dennis Warnez out front with William Ridgway still there in second. Robert Warnez there third, as we said. Chris Littrell there in fourth with Chris Chosler sitting there fifth. And those are your top 5 drivers. And behind Chosler, everybody is a lap down. You'll see Thomas Ridgway, Sean Burke, Justin Reynolds, all at least 1 lap down. And you got Paulo, who ended up having the DQ due to a misinformed meatball flag here that she apparently didn't see waving at her as she ended up trying to get down there on the pit road. And unfortunate night for her. Hopefully next week she'll bring it back even harder and better. Get that truck fixed up, and it looks like Ridgway is right there with Dennis as they head down here into corner number 1. And Robert Warnez is there as well, so it's definitely heating up here at the front. As you got 3 drivers really starting to battle it out here with 36 laps to go. Ridgway looking to the high side. Dennis Warnez trying to hold on to what he can as they come around to the front stripe. And oh no! Robert Warnez gives Ridgway the boot, and Ridgway got loose, but he didn't really lose a whole lot as he now comes storming down here into corner number 1 once again. He definitely did get bumped from behind from the 95 of Robert Warnez. Robert Warnez backing off and up so that he can collect that truck up again, and they stay green. Great job there by William Ridgway not to lose that truck completely, and keeping a hold of it and putting it back there into second place as he now looks to see if he can get it back up there into the lead as they work here off of corner number 4, back around onto the front stretch. Down here into corner number 1. We're on lap number 67 of the 100 to complete here tonight. So about 33 laps to go. And they come across the stripe. And down the back straightaway, you got the 61. There of Chris Chosler coming across the stripe. You got the number 94 coming across the stripe. And here comes the leaders. Down here in the corner number 1. Possibly could go ahead and bring out that groundhog now as they're all racing this tight together for some heated up. right, down the back. Oh, they can't hear me. Down there in the corner, number 1 and 2 they go. Dennis Warnez still out there in front, trying to hold that lead as he got around, as he's holding on to it there in front of William Ridgway. Robert Warnez still holding there in third, trying to battle it out up there for that second position. Top 3 drivers doing a great job out there up front. As we saw, the 95 of Robert Warnez did get into the back of the 39 of William Ridgway there, a split moment. Now Ridgway looking to the inside of Dennis as they come down the backstretch. Not quite enough momentum as of yet as he looks down there the inside once again, but Dennis brings it down there along that yellow line as well as they work down off of 4. Back across the stripe here with 26 laps to go for the GainZFit 100 here tonight. As Ridgway looking to the inside once again of Dennis Warnez as they head down here into corner number 3 and 4. They breaks it back up there in line, back down here into corner number 3 and 4. We got the number 61 of Chris Schosler coming to pit road with 25 laps to go. Dennis Warnez and William Ridgway still battling it out there for that second spot. And Robert Warnez doing all he can, trying to figure out where he's really wanting to go. I'm assuming he's trying to get up there to help Dennis, but just get William Ridgway definitely putting on a fight here out there up front as they head down here across the stripe down into corner number 1 and 2. Now we got the 4 off track. Lost it off track down there into the grass. 24 laps to go here for the GainZFit 100. Dennis Warnez still holding on to that lead, but William Ridgway is right there with them as they head down here off of corner number 4, back down into corner number 1. 23 laps to go for Dennis Warnez, William Ridgway, and Robert Warnez. Chris Littrow back here in 4th. The last car on the lead lap, Sean Burke, is a lap down. Justin Reynolds, Chris Schosler, Thomas Ridgway, all lap down here as it stands right now. And it looks like we've got a little bit of blink going on out of that 95 of Robert Warnez as he comes out of 4, back down into corner number 1 and 2. And here we go in the 3 and 4. Ridgway down there on the bottom of the racetrack, right there on the bumper of Dennis as they head down here across the stripe down into corner number 3, or turn 1 and 2. Down here in the backstretch. William Ridgway really trying to find a way to get that position as he gets it up there into the outside wall for some reason down here into corner number 1. Trying to get that run up there off of 3 and 4, sorry. Thought that was turn 1 and 2, but that's 3 and 4 back down here into corner number 1. As Dennis Warnez, William Ridgway, Robert Warnez, all your top 3 drivers that we're keeping an eye on out front here. As a little farther back, it is Chris Littrow in that 00. Sean Burke back here in the 93. Justin Reynolds coming off of 4 in that number 94. We're there on board now with Dennis Warnez down here into corner number 1. William Ridgway looking to the inside of Dennis Warnez as they come off of turn number 2. Can he keep it? Can he stick it there off of the corner? As Robert Warnez getting up there behind Dennis, going to try to help Dennis up there towards the front and maybe help himself up there into second place, which he may do as William Ridgway now stuck down there on that lower groove. But they all got to be careful. Dennis Warnez getting down there to that inside groove, going to keep it from William Ridgway As Ridgway still battling there for that second spot alongside of Robert Warnez. It'll come off of corner number 4, and it is going to be Robert Warnez there holding that position with 17 laps to go as they work down here into corner number 1. William Ridgway stuck there on the inside. Got to try to shake Dennis Warnez, or Robert Warnez off of him so he can get up there and battle beside Dennis Warnez once again for the lead. Dennis Warnez still racing it out there out front. William Ridgway there in second, battling alongside of Robert Warnez, and he loses that spot there to Robert Warnez as they work there off of 1 and 2, back out onto the backstretch. Great battles going on up here at the front as we're on board there with William Ridgway down here into corner number 3. Now Ridgway getting the run back down there on the inside as they come back off of 4. Ridgway trying to get that inside lane to stick here, cannot quite do it as he now gets up there to the bumper of Robert Warnez as they head here through through turn 1 and 2, back out onto the backstretch. Robert Warnez, or William Ridgway there at the bottom of Robert Warnez, but cannot quite get that truck to stick there. Off of corner number 4 they go, across the stripe, 14 laps to go as they head down here into corner number 1. Front to back, it is Dennis Warnez, Robert Warnez, William Ridgway, and Chris Littrell, your top 4, and the drivers on the lead lap. Looked like Thomas Ridgway, 3 laps down. Chris Schossler, laps down as well, along with Justin Reynolds and Sean Burke, as they head on down here through turn 1 and 2. Got that 39 of William Ridgway sitting there in third as they work off of corner number 2 down here across the front, or back straightaway, Race heating up here at the front now that Robert Warnez is up there battling against Dennis Warnez down here in the corner number 1. That poor machine that 61 of Chris Schossler down there on the inside, getting out of the way, getting out of the battle range. And now they're still battling up here for that first, second, and third spot as they head down here in the corner number 3 and 4. Once again, Dennis Warnez and Robert Warnez, your top 2 drivers, followed by William Ridgway there in third. Across the stripe, 11 laps to go now here from Richmond. Down into corner number 1 and 2, out onto the backstretch. The 95 of Robert Warnez, looking to see if he can get to the outside and down here. But William Ridgway still trying to see if he can find that door open somewhere to get up there and battle along beside the 95 of Robert Warnez. I think it'd be kind of funny, though, if William Ridgway decided to give the 95 of Robert Warnez a little bit of a boot, similar to the way he did a little while ago. Thinking it was pretty unintentional, though. So 10 laps to go here in the Lightning Esports Gain Fitness 100 here tonight in the truck series. Robert Warnez getting a little bit loosey-goosey coming off of turn number 4. Down here in the corner number 1 they go again. William Ridgway down there on the bottom side, back up there to the top as they work down the backstretch. Down here in the corner number 3 and 4. Soon to be 8 laps to go here from Richmond. I hope everybody's enjoying the racing that we have brought you so far this evening. But as tonight, we got a double header. We are not done here from the Lightning Esports. We will be catching a flight, and we will go live from the Gen 6 series of the Roughneck Racing, or might not be Roughneck Racing, but it's definitely James Wagner Welding's Gen 6 series. As we head here off of corner number 2 down the backstretch. 7 laps to go here in this race from Richmond. So even though this broadcast ends, do not go any. Just make sure you keep an eye out for us going live again in about another hour. Well, a little less than an hour now. 6 laps to go from Richmond here for the Lightning Esports GainZFit 100, as it was 100 laps of battle racing around this short track oval of Richmond as we head back down here in the corner number 1. And it's still Dennis Warnez out there in front. Robert Warnez there in second. William Ridgway there third. Chris Littrell there fourth. Those are your top 4 drivers that are currently also the only ones on the lead lap. Sean Burke, your first car, 1 lap down. Then you got Justin Reynolds, a lap down. Chris Schosler, possibly 3 laps down. Thomas Ridgway, 3 laps down. And we've already talked about Paulo's unfortunate evening there. If you came to watch her, unfortunate there for Chantel. Or Chantel. Yeah. Off of 4, back across, 3 laps to go. Dennis Warnez in a good position here. He's got Robert Warnez to almost drive like a blocker almost. William Ridgway there in 3rd. Ridgway trying to find a way to get around Warnez, or I should say around Robert. Williams trying to get up there to battle for the 2nd spot, possibly for the lead. As they work here off of 4, 2 laps to go. Now for the front runners there, Dennis Warnez, Robert Warnez, and William Ridgway as they head there off of corner number 1 and 2. Robert Warnez trying to find a different line there, maybe to get up there and battle the lead, but I don't think he's going to try to battle too hard as they come down here into corner number 3 and 4, back around to the front stretch, and it is going to be the white flag in the air, and the last lap. Next flag will end it as we head down here into corner number 1. The 90 of Dennis Warnez out there in front. You got Robert Warnez there in 2nd, with William Ridgway backing off now a little bit there in 3rd. As you see Robert up there on the high side, gonna just run it around, gonna let it be, and it's gonna be Dennis Warnez for the win. Robert Warnez there for 2nd, and William Ridgway there in 3rd as he brings it across, 360ing it across the stripe down here off of corner number 2. So we'll wait for these race results to come in. As the results are in, Dennis Warnez there in 1st, Robert Warnez there 2nd, William Ridgway finishes tonight in 3rd with Chris Lipperl there 4th, Sean Burke in 5th, Justin Reynolds 6th, Chris Schosler there in 7th, Thomas Ridgway there 8th, Chantel Paulo there in 9th. And I do not see any of the I do not see any of the drivers here for us to be able to give an interview with. So unfortunately there for that. Great job tonight by these drivers, though. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the racing. And don't forget, here in about another 40 minutes, about another 40 minutes, we will be back live once again here on the Pole from Flicker Farm TV, bringing you another league here tonight. So great job by these drivers. We had a blast watching them go around Richmond. Definitely, Richmond's one of my more favorite short tracks, most definitely. I enjoy Richmond, and I enjoy the Rock. 2 of my more favorite short tracks on asphalt. So great job here by Dennis Warnez, bringing home the victory here tonight. And we'll see you all again next week for the Lightning Esports Racing League.
When you need the best designs in your fleet of vehicles, there's only one brand name that many trust in. One that makes every car pop out from the rest of the field, and that is Lightning Wraps. Be sure to check us out on Facebook at Lightning Wraps. Get yourself a vehicle unlike the rest. Lightning Wraps, the most affordable designs made at your leisure.
Mission 22 is dedicated to unite the country in the war against veteran suicide. Bringing our veterans home is every American's job. Ambassadors are creating impact in their community across the country. Mission 22 has comprehensive treatment programs for post-traumatic stress and traumatic brain injury at no cost to veterans. This is an American issue. No matter where you stand, there's a place for your support. Visit mission22.com to learn more.